Howdy, guys, and welcome back to another episode of the Cotton Country Piper. My name is John, and I am your host, of course. How's everybody doing today? Today, I'm going to be smoking my Peterson Sherlock Holmes P-Lip system pipe. I've got in it cordial black cherry. I picked this here pipe up from a buddy of mine that had quit smoking. His wife got put on oxygen with COPD, and he sold me his whole collection. I told y'all about in the previous video. Picked up a new to me a Zippo. It's a 1997 Zippo. I believe January of 97. Yes, the January of 97 solid brass. Good patina on it. You just can't beat it. I laid my pipe right in a little pile of ash on my desk here. This is a fun little pipe to smoke. I say little, but obviously it's not very little. This specific black cherry cordial I picked up at the Humidor Pipe Shop in Huntsville, Alabama here, close to where Sow Dog Piper is from. I've cleaned everything except for the Sterling band on this pipe. Once that is polished up, this will shine like a new nickel. Can we still use the saying, shine like a new penny, since we no longer make new pennies? Daggone, guys, y'all let me forget my drink. Let me go fix me something to drink here before I get my mouth all dried up and cottoned out. Excuse me about that. I've got the worst memory for a 26-year-old in the world. Probably got the worst memory of a kid my age on east of the Mississippi. Excuse me. Looking for another pipe of mine. What's the point in having a good pipe if you can't have a good drink with it? I bought this little decanter at an antique shop where I get a lot of my pipes from. This is a vintage Anchor Hocking, I believe, along with my vintage Anchor Hocking bar glasses. That's probably enough. In my glass, I've got R&R, good old Rich and Reserve, or I like to call it my good old rest and relaxation bottle. Well, happy Thursday, guys. I hope everybody's having a good week this week. Just one more day to the weekend, then we got to start all over again with Monday, unfortunately. I am so excited and ready to get through March and on into April, and my buddy Matthew get down here from New York and make it back up to Gatlinburg, Tennessee, to the Gatlinburg to see our good friend Richard over at the Dread Tiger channel. Cheers. Every time I have some of that, it starts to seem like it bites harder and harder. Sorry for the noise in the background. Y'all see him here causing all the trouble. We had a short day today. I slept most of the morning until 12, 1 o'clock probably. After a long day yesterday, giving that Bronco of mine a bath. Tell you, and that thing has never been that white as it is today in all of my memory of its time serving as a chief's truck with the fire department. It was white, but it has never been this white. I'm debating on getting the body damage fixed and painting the blue stripe back around it like it would have had from the factory as a retired police vehicle. Still don't drive it none, except for around here on the farm. I drive my old body Ford F-250 or my 2012 Camry more than anything. If y'all are local to Huntsville and have not tried the black cherry cordial from the Humidor Pipe Shop, I highly recommend. It's got a wonderful aromatic note and a good flavor to it. A good sweet chocolatey flavor. In my opinion, the cherry note is very, very light. It's a good mild, moderate smoke. Excuse me. You'd think for a man that slept until lunch, I wouldn't be tired at 5, 6 o'clock in the evening when the sun ain't even fully down yet. I just wanted to get on here and make sure everybody was having a good week and let everybody know I was still alive. Trigger, can you lay down? Now you've got your sister Dixie up. Have 2 big inside dogs, they said. It'll be fun, they said. Well, they lied. It is fun, but it is also a freaking mess. 25.8, 366. No, y'all can't see him over here. My little bearded dragon is going crazy. He's like, feed me, dang it. His fat little belly's puffed down and about rubbing the carpet in his cage. Did you stare at me like that, Hank? I'll buy you a hat and a guitar and make you wear it in there. Shoot. Sorry, this hand likes to jump up when I yawn. It's got a mind of its own. Although it bites, it's got a nice little caramel aftertaste as it's going down. After it bites, you kind of feel that little caramel aftertaste texture on your tongue. It's trying to attack my fingers through the glass. He just eat. You really already that hungry again, you little fat butt. He's got its front legs out in front of him and his back legs kind of bent up like a frog, like he's ready to jump. Back when I first got him and he was really growing and we had that cicada problem here in the south. If you're anywhere north of Talladega, Alabama, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Here on the East Coast, them cicadas, you know, them big old ugly looking bugs about as big as your lighter, make a lot of racket at night. We was feeding them to him, and let me tell you, he loved the far out of them things. Although they're annoying, it's a little sad they only come around once every 7 years, because he loves them. Is that right, buddy? Oh, yeah. I love them. They're big and good and filling, ain't they? Oh, yeah. Very filling. They're huge. They're ugly, little bastards, though. Yeah. You heard him. He loves them things. Even, look, he's ugly, and even he thinks they're ugly. That's what's so sad about it. But let me tell you, if you can put 5 of them in there, he'll fit 5 of them in his belly before he has to go up on his stick and rest. I think if you fed him straight, just like them little, what's them little green lizards that you catch running around in the grass all the time, he'd eat them all day long if you'd give them to him. What are they? Anoles or anoles? A-N-O-L-E. However you say it. Hell, I don't know. How many of y'all know who this old fella right here is? The good old I Am What I Am album. A lot of good songs on this. You can't beat the possum. Between the possum and the Man in Black guys, whose is y'all's favorite? Personally, I like the possum. But let me tell y'all, if y'all have not seen the Walk the Line Johnny Cash movie, you definitely need to watch that. It is really good. It's a good movie. It's a little bit slower paced, but it takes off from his time as a boy up all the way through his drug addiction, clean to his getting famous, all that. It's a really good movie. Hey guys, let me introduce something to y'all that just come to mind thinking here. But I know some other channels is going around sending a box of different tobaccos and stuff to different people for them to pick out something they haven't tried or they like and then put something else in and send it on to the next person. What if we did that but with movies, but make it like a free Netflix type deal? Put 2 or 3 movies, somebody put 2 or 3 movies in a package and send it to somebody like Miss Carrie, Mr. Richard, Mr. Salas over at Sal Dog Piper, and they either pick a movie to keep and watch and put a movie back, or they just watch the 3 movies and put an additional 3 in it for the next person to go through what would then be 6 movies and find 1 or 2 to keep and send it to the next person. And then it round robin its way back to the man who started it. Man, woman, whosoever, we all the same. We all brothers and sisters of the briar, and if you're a meerschaum man or woman, brothers and sisters of the meerschaum. Is that something that we might be interested in, friends? I hope so. It was just an idea that come to as I was sitting here contemplating that movie. We're already 21 minutes in. Sorry, I'm going to take a little bit extra time. I'm still talking. How many of y'all use the Ronsonol lighter fuel? I have found personally in my Zippos it takes a few extra strikes to get it to light, but it evaporates half as fast as Zippo fluid. That's just my opinion. For the price, I will just continue buying the Ronsonol because it looks like, with the way they're about to do gas, looks like everything's about to go up again with this war in Iran, which, look guys, I'm a little nervous. This is my first war. I don't know what to wear. Do I wear a white t-shirt, some blue jeans, and a trench coat? Or do I put my rifle on my back and just walk down the street in a pair of blue jeans, a ripped up shirt with my pipe hanging off my lip and my hat turned sideways? Which, by the way, it's a little hard wearing a cowboy hat sideways. Speaking of cowboy hats, I've got a new one that I bought for myself that I left in the car when I went to my dad's yesterday to eat dinner with him. Anybody recognize the D'Amata pipe company out of Italy? D''AMATA. I purchased one of theirs that you've seen in my short recently with that meerschaum pipe, that white large billiard. I was out shopping with the one and only tried and true legend Ernesto Gomez, or otherwise known as Ernie Gomez, here in Alabama around the Gunnersville area, that works at the cigar room there on the docks at Gunnersville Lake at the City Harbor. If you're local and you haven't been, go. It's a nice, real nice lounge with a big humidor and a lot of different choices for bulk pipe tobacco. They always have something new when I go in there. And the last time I went in, they had picked up the Epiphany, which, as we all know, was the late and great Albert Einstein's favorite. And I tried it. To me, it's not as much more of a mild smoke. It's a little bit more of a heavy nicotine smoke. And everybody's told me the same thing about the Billy Bud. It's more of a heavy nicotine. So it's one of them that'll knock you in the dirt. So I don't want to be knocked in the dirt because I've been close enough. I'd rather be 5 foot above dirt than 6 foot under dirt. This bottle's done empty. We have had to refill our lighters so much, but we've got. I buy these about 4 at a time. Or I got a buddy of mine that's here local that collects Hot Wheels. I'll buy 5 or 6 Hot Wheels for him, and he'll buy me either some tins of tobacco or some bottles of fluid for an even exchange. So we'll just trade hobbies between each other. He'll buy me. I've got over 7 pounds of, probably over 7 pounds of bagged pipe tobacco that me and him has got doing that little trade, or he has picked me up and took me places he knows that sells pipe tobacco, where I've just bought it in bulk, like the Smokin' G Crimson Blend or the All American, the Gambler, any of them. He'll be like, "What do you want?" I'm like, "Well, I don't know, just surprise me, give me something new." And he never fails to surprise me. Oh, Chris, he's a good old boy. He ain't been around in a minute. I miss him. He's a good old boy. We worked together at the Nissan dealership that I worked for back in 22 and 23. But yeah, we make it fair for each other. I tell him, look, just buy me what you think makes it fair for these 6 or 8, whatever, so Hot Wheels I've bought him. He's decorating his bedroom. He's hanging them on the walls, decorating all 4 walls of his bedroom with Hot Wheels. Which soon I'm going to move this lizard cage down into another room of the house here and build a rustic cabin-looking cabinet out of the good old red Eastern cedar and make a way to have inside the door where you can hang pipes in it for storage, and it just have those little hook and latch like you seen your parents had on either the chicken pens or your rabbit cages when you was a kid, where you just fold that over and latch it so the cat and dogs can't get in it and bother my stuff. I'm gonna make that in my cellar and my pipe storage all in one. It'll hold all my tobacco, bags, cans, jars, tins. Hey guys, I got a question. I go to the flea market a lot down here close to where I'm at, and there's usually people selling ball mason jars down there. If I run across some of those little squat jars that they quit making that everybody loves for storing pipe tobacco, if I run across a bunch, would y'all be interested in buying and me shipping those out to you? If so, leave a comment, or you can email me to my personal email at johndtaylor2000@gmail.com, or my other personal email, which is 1994 Chevrolet Camaro Z28@gmail.com. I missed that 94 Camaro. That was a fun ride. My Bronco is my baby now, and I wouldn't give up nothing for my Bronco. I wouldn't let it go. I've turned down $12,000 for that truck, and I don't see myself selling it anytime soon. That truck saved my grandma's life once before, God rest her soul, before she passed. Excuse me, it lingers. I know y'all tired of seeing my ugly mug when I drink this, but I'm gonna, if you don't mind having me one more. And light my Peterson back up here. Which I did cheat. I did bring a water along to wash that little sour caramel aftertaste down and cleanse the palate, or the palate, whatever you may call it. Can we make this into a little review as well today, guys? I hope you don't mind. I have been to the Humidor Pipe Shop again lately and bought a jar of the Briar Works Fine Pipe Tobacco back down south. And let me tell you, if you like a very, very peppery vapor, that's where you want to smoke. That's what you want to smoke. That is some good stuff. which I wasn't much of a vapor fan until I tried that, and now I've done called the Gatlin Burley are asking if they can make me my own custom blend of pipe tobacco with Virginia and Perique. I've got one more new one I haven't tried. I'm going to show y'all and see if anybody's tried it. I would like some reviews on this before I crack it open and smoke it. If I can remember where I put it up here in my cabinet. I know I've already asked about the Odd Maiden, and that's not what I'm looking for. It's another Ashton blend. It's probably over there at my desk in one of them drawers. I've got pipe tobacco in so many different places in this house. Turns out it may not be up here. I'll have to check the desk again real well. And my eyes are about as good as my memory. Sorry about that wasted time, folks. I know y'all are probably getting tired of hearing me run my soup coolers, my gum smackers, whatever y'all call them where you're from. Yep, I just had to move one jar and I would have seen it. It is the Ashton Smooth Sailing. Pleasantly palatable and wonderfully smooth. This aromatic mixture is slightly nutty, boasting flavors of maple, coconut, and dark chocolate. Has anybody tried that? If you have, let me know what you personally thought on it. If it's a good blend, I will go back and buy more if that's something that's enjoyable. And if it's something you can't get in your neck of the woods, let me know. I will buy it, and if you can cash at me, I will ship it to you. Sorry guys, just putting my decanter up. Turn that on for a pizza here in a minute. I haven't eaten no dinner. I know this is probably more than y'all had gambled for when you decided to click on my video and watch. Seeing my little hobbling butt walking around the house talking from a distance. My only question is when YouTube is going to give us the option to share scents with each other, so y'all can smell what I'm smoking or I can smell what you're smoking. I'll show y'all guys this new knife I picked up. I hope some of my fans here are Damascus lovers, because I am. This is a beautiful Damascus Ashen Edge with the beautiful blue turquoise handles. Let me tell you, by God, she is sharp. Can't get rid of too much of that. I'm growing that back out. Just sucks. The factory sheath that come with it turned sideways on my belt and it fell out on the asphalt going to the doctor's yesterday, so it kind of chipped up the blade. It'll sharpen out in time, but it's a shame. I'm just using a sheath I already had that's got a little pocket for a sharpening stone on it, and I usually stick my extra, y'all have seen my little jar of extra flints. I'll stick my little jar of flints in it and my Zippo down in it, because you never know when you'll run up on somebody wanting you to strike a light for them, or whenever you might get abandoned out in the woods and need a way to start a fire. Guys, this is a beautiful little pipe. This is my first true Peterson P-lip I've acquired. The only thing close I had to that was a Wellington WDC Jumbo Duluth with the same type of airway. Like the Petersons that I picked up on eBay, y'all have seen it. Excuse me, that big beauty I picked up. Sorry guys, I'm just rambling now. For a 26-year-old in my condition and position, I'm just a lonely old man. I've got, in this one room, there is 1, 2, 3, 4 stacks or bookshelves worth of books. There's one in the room here and one in the room here, full of books or antiques. My house smells like the haunted bookshop aromatic. It smells like a musty old bookstore in here until I clean, and then it kind of goes away for 2 or 3 days. But it's pretty overpowering. The only thing it don't overpower is whenever I'm cooking a homemade apple pie. A good homemade fresh apple pie, it won't overpower that. Cheers, all. Keep a palate clean. Now y'all thinking, dang, what a wuss. Having to chase his smooth whiskey with water. No, I just like to make sure that I keep my palate clean, so when I do go to relight my pipe, I've got a good, clean, smooth, fresh taste palate ready to go. Mr. Lizard, Mr. Hank, can I get this lid here so I can get you some worms? While I'm talking to these good, gracious folks here on the YTPC. He is a very kind little monster. If I get plenty of positive feedback, I will bring him out on the next video, even if it's just a short we do, and introduce him to the family here on the YTPC. Let me tell y'all guys, if my cat could get in that cage, my cat would have a field day and I wouldn't have no lizard no more. Sorry guys, I'm a little far away from the camera. I'm just trying to keep from dropping these in my whiskey drink here. Honestly, I probably would have forgot about feeding him if it wasn't for sitting here making this video and looking at him stomping his feet at me. So I'm sure he thanks you guys for being here. Honestly, guys, if it wasn't for my friends and all y'all here on the YTPC, I don't know where I'd be in life. Especially after that accident, this has brought a whole new meaning of family to me. And that is not why I took up pipe smoking. I was pipe smoking long before my accident. Started with a good old cigar from the local cigar shop there in Coleman, Alabama. I would play hooky on lunch at work. Just to go smoke a cigar. And if I've already told this story once, I am so sorry for repeating myself. I'd go smoke a cigar on lunch and the boss man would call me and be like, "Where are you at?" I'm like, "Well, I'm on lunch." "Where are you at?" He's like, "I'm in my office. I need you back here in 20 minutes. I'd finish my cigar, go through the McDonald's drive-thru and pick up some lunch and be back at the office with 5 minutes to spare. Sometimes 10 depending on traffic. But, and he'd be like, "Well, why was you picking up lunch and you coming in, or you eating lunch and you coming in with a bag full of food from McDonald's?" I'm like, "Well, other things come up. I could be at the bar drinking and eating lunch instead of here having a conversation with you." And he'd always tell me that's fair because everybody else that worked with me was always going to the bar on lunch and getting drunk and going by the liquor store and picking up more booze and coming and spreading it around the dealership. And everybody thought it was all right to drink at work. Guys, I can't even tell y'all what got me into pipe smoking other than cigars. I love to go into the cigar shop and looking at the beautiful artistry and the little, which at the cigar shop there in Coleman, which they still have it. It was a rolling display. You pressed a button and this little motor kicked on and it rolled through like 15 shelves, round and round of different pipes. It was either Peterson, Savinelli, or some very, very beautiful meerschaum. Here you go, you filthy stinking lizard. Come eat. Yeah, it's over here, it's ready. My pizza's still in the freezer because the oven ain't preheated. Otherwise, guys, I'm sorry I've took so much of y'all's time up. We are 45 minutes here on this video in. one more question. Has anybody bought the softy bits from Temu? A few of mine, like the one here on my Peterson, needs replaced. It's starting to split. Maybe because I soaked it in alcohol when I bought them, dried them out and had them put on. Or when I bought the pipe, it had one on it, and I soaked that one in alcohol as well. I do anything I can to save a few pennies because, man, it's hard to live nowadays. Gas is going back up. Guys, I'll let y'all go now. Sorry for taking up so much of your time again, guys. Y'all, guys and gals, stay like a good pipe. Full of fire. Never give up. No matter how much you've been through, it's hard to get a good old briar to burn out. Stay stubborn, stay full of fire, and enjoy life and live life to the fullest. Love you, humans. Peace.